Hello guys again to continue our batch project here in our video series for ladder logic programming. So let me remind you, last time we have started this project in which we have using two source of liquid, pipe 1, pipe 2, and to utilize two pumps to fill by liquid 1 and liquid 2 within this tank, and we have approximity switches here to showing the level for the low and the high level. We have mixer here to run this mixer after filling the tank for a while, and then discharge using this pump. So as you can see in the screen, you can see all inputs, all outputs with the assigned addresses, and also here the control panel for start stop and the indicator run, idle, and full. And this is switches for control the displayed screen and also the setting screen here for the enter screen. We have completed last time just the first part to running the first pump, this one P1, until fill the tank with 90%. Once we reach it to 90%, I'm showing it is full for this full, and that's it for that time. So today we're going to continue our project to see the next part of the project based on the requirements set by our client. So our client, let's go to him and receive the next part in our batch. So that was the first part. And by the way, we didn't display, I think this part is missing in our project, so let's complete it during completing the next part. Just we have now this accumulator value for this accumulation, and we can display this accumulation value to this screen using the TOD command. So here you can see here see through this thing. So if correctly entered the TOD to BCD instruction, will take the integer value in the counter accumulator, convert it to binary coded decimal, and then copy the BCD value to control panel LED, which is connected to output 04. The TOD instruction can be located in the computer mass. In this part, you can now you are expert. You can go to the computer mass here and TOD, so we can make it very fast now by adding this instruction here. So this is TOD. Let's first adding one part like this one line, and this line will be here. Okay, so in this part I will add just the TOD here, like this is, I'm sorry, this is a TOD here. So I can take this guy from here to here, and this is will be the source will be C5 1.acc. This is accumulator, and the other part is the output of the Q4 of the display here. If you stop here, tap at this one. If you tap on the on this display, you will see the address for the PCB connected to output 04. So this is 04 reading from this one to see this to see the value displayed here at any time. So let's see very fast see this part to reset our simulation, and also to reset the timer and everything, and restart our program here, moving to the run mode and going to start. And see, you can see here the value here is going on. So I just need to let's see why this display is not working. So yeah, you can see here the output is Q4, not Q24. So every time I have a mistake in here, this part should be 24 Q4 itself. Okay, so this is to download. Okay, and just run. You can see here, if you run the system again, you need to just I'm sorry about that, so you need to reset simulation, reset timer counter, and run the program again and see. So here's the value is counting. Okay, what's going on? 24 again. I don't know why it's doing like this. It's very weird actually. This is Q4, not anything else. Like, oh my gosh. Let's see, this one is Q4. I'm sorry, not Q, nothing Q. Oh, for I don't know why I'm setting this Q. So now, okay, let's see. You can see the value is displayed, as you can see, and it's changing once you run. Okay, every time you can see the value here and reaching to the fall. So that's it. So now let's go into the requirement of our here. So our second part here. So going again to the batch to see the second part, move down to the second part. What we need to do here in the second part is modify your program so that it it meets it meets the following additional requirement. The mixer will run for 8 seconds. I just want to show to why it is not involved with the start switch B1. Yes, B1 to start, and when it reach to fall, we stop it. No talk about the B2. So let's see here. Yes. Okay, so the mixer will run for 8 seconds. Okay, so you need timer also. So we'll work for 8 seconds once the tank is full. Okay, and then when the mixer is completing drain pump B3 is to be started. Okay, so I will run the mixer for 8 seconds, and then after this 8 seconds the drain pump will be started B3 to be started, and tank is to be drained flow meter 3, which is connected with the pipeline connected to B3. This F3 will be employed to determine the existing counter, and draining will be allowed to continue till the counter accumulator reach to 0 again. So once it reach to 0 again, so it will be okay, it will be stop draining. Okay, once the tank is empty again, pressing the start switch and cause the sequence to repeat by start. Okay, we got it now. Let's go to our program. So here in our program, we need to just like continue on this program. So we reach starting from the point we reach to follow status. So let's go into our code here, adding one. We already have one here. So once we have this one, and this one will be the status bit for fall. Okay, once we started this fall, so now we need to run the mixer. Okay, and I'm sorry. So this is the mixer, and we need to make a latch here for this mixer, and this one will be the mixer itself. So dragging this mixer here, and also I need to add one latch here from this mixer, but the mixer will run for one condition and then it will stop. So this is the stop condition for the mixer. You can go down a little bit. Okay, so this is the stop condition, and the stop condition we've been told it will run for 8 seconds. So once this guy is running, so we need to count the time here. So moving to this one, let this one to be here for the sequence, and then this one I will add this timer. Go into the timer, and we need to count up the time, and the time will be like 8 seconds, so it will be like 80. Oh, this is not timer, this is counter. I'm sorry, so this one will be timer. Okay, we need T on timer, and this T on timer will be here. Okay, so this one will be like T4 0, and it will be for 8 seconds. And it will be like count as long as the mixer is running, and it will be stopped. Will be continue, and will be stopped. Will be stopped when the mixer is end. Okay. So I can add here the stop bit for the timer, which will be stop bit for the timer, it will be T4 also. T4 0 done bit, it will be stopped, and once this one stopped, so I'm sorry, so once this one is stopped, I need here to adding one rung here, so get this one to be up, and then this one to be here. So once this timer, which is T4 done bit, so then at the time I will run the draining pump here. So this is the drainage pump will be start, and for what reason, like I need here for sure latching. Okay, let's go a little bit down. Okay, so this is a latching technique here for having the pump working until the end condition of the draining pump happens. So for sure here it will be also ending condition for this pump to stop. So they told me it will stop when the counter reaching to 0 again. So I need to count down the based on this volumeter. So I need to count the time for this volumeter. So here in this one, it will be count down using these pulses. So these pulses, okay, well, count down, and I need here counter, okay, to count down, and for sure the counter here will start for sure C5. Last time we used counter, let's see what counter we used, C51, so we'll use C52. Okay, so this is the counter we're gonna use, and the preset value will be 0 for sure. So this one will make the counter to count down. Okay, and once this one reaching to 0, which is C52.acc, no, we need a comparison here also. Yes, so we gonna like this one. Oh, so we can just no comparison, we just need C52 dot done bit slash done bit. Okay, once done happen here, so it reaching to 0, so I will stop the draining process. So let's see if we need to make any amendment to our code or not. First download, and after download we need to reset our simulation, counter everything, and see what's going on for our part here. So we just starting after downloading, starting from beginning and start, and let's see if our code is correct or not. So it will continue until reaching to the 90%, and then the full, and then the mixer, you can see the mixer running for a while, I think for 8 seconds. Let's see, yes, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, and let's see, something wrong. Like once reaching to it is reset. Oh, we didn't use this one or what? Okay, we didn't put the because this one, it will be the stop when this one continue. Okay, it will start the process again. So download. Okay, and let's see. So this is 8 seconds now. Once 8 seconds, so this pump should be started. Something wrong, my friend. Let's see, correct. So now, guys, I just like make the T on timer to count the time once reaching to the 90%, which is the done bit of the counter for the filling tank counter from the signal of the volumeter 1. and then I just once count for this 8 seconds. So this 8 seconds will stop the mixer, and also stopping the mixer we need to run this pump. So this pump by the dump bit here, but we need and not the counting, so we need to just resetting the simulation here, and also resetting the timer and the counter, and check again our program to start and see how it is working. So now we going to fill the tank, okay, and you can see here the indicator of the value and reaching to full. By reaching to full, what happens is by reaching to full we need to count the timer for that guy and running the mixer. So just I missed to put the value here for the timing, and resetting simulator. Okay, resetting the timer and the counter. So now when I start my process like here, yeah, so now it's filling, and once reaching to the value, it will stop and the mixer start. Okay, again the timer is not this done bit is oh, because see the accumulator here, like, that's very tough. I'm sorry about this confusion. So this value should be uh, 270, and let's try again and reset the counter. Okay, and also reset the simulation and run the process again. Really guys, I'm sorry about that, but try and error I think it might helps you to act with this thing in your way. So now it counts, the timer is running for the mixer for 8 seconds, and after a second it is stopped already, and after it is stopped, okay, so after it is stopped and the timer is done. So because the counter here, you put the counter here, this counter it should be also set for its value. So this counter should be starting from 270 also. So by running this thing, okay, you can see the drainage now going down and its counter go down, okay. Because it started from 0, so it should be this value starting from 27, I'm sorry, from 27 0, and the basic value will be 0. So this value again to run the process again. So you can see here this dump bit is still there, and this one is counter down, okay. So if I start the process again, so guys, as you can see, it is a matter of setting and resetting for the simulator, because the simulator itself, you can see the simulator itself is not stable at all. It needs this setting, but in real programming it will not like this. So I just setting the preset value here and there. So I just reset the counter, and I just reset the simulator itself. Okay, and downloading my program again. Okay, so you can see here this setting will start from 0, preset is 270, which is correct, but the preset value here should be 80, and also the this one is okay. So let's try again and run our program for last time to see if it is correct or not. I know that increasing the time of the video for this time like 5 minutes, but actually let's learn together. Now the mixer work on time, partially reaching full. It should stop after 8 seconds. Watch the time here, 8 seconds, and then draining is started, and the counter goes down until reaching to 0 to stop the process. Now I can see well done. So thank you for watching.